Hey, welcome back everybody. Today it's just going to be a quick video on how to use Netdiscover, when do you need to use Netdiscover, and essentially what does the script do. So if you have Kali Linux, it'll already be installed. You can just type in netdiscover --help. There may be other scripts out there that do the same thing, but I'm not familiar with those tools, and what's easy is best. So you can find out the syntax by just, again, typing in netdiscover --help, and it'll give you all the options. So what is Netdiscover used for? If you're doing any of the VulnHub challenges, you're not going to be provided an IP address. So you're going to need to figure out what the IP address is. And the only way to do that is to run a script like this, which essentially just scans your network for any connected devices. So let's go ahead and just take a stab at this. Now, by default, if you just type in Netdiscover, you might have a problem and it might not run. You need to figure out what your network interface address is. So in order to do that, just do ifconfig, and wherever your IP address is, you'll also find out that you're on this network interface here. It's just Ethernet 0. Now that we know that, we can just do Netdiscover. Let's look back at the help options. As you can see, -I is your network device, so we're going to need to use that. And if you hit enter, it'll start making those ARP requests and replies out there. So again, look into ARP, try to get an idea for how that works. It's kind of complicated. It took me a minute to understand it, and sometimes I have a hard time explaining it, but in order for any device to communicate with each other, you have to have a MAC address, and the only way the router is going to be able to speak with your computer is if it's able to translate the IP address into a MAC address. So that about sums it up. Now, for this, you have a bunch of IP addresses here. The only way you're going to find out what machine is that VulnHub machine, or what is that new device, and to identify what it is by process of elimination. So if you know your Kali machine's IP address, you know your host IP address, you should be able to figure out which one it is. I hope that helps you guys out. You're going to need to use this for any of the VulnHub stuff, and it's just good information to understand how the address resolution protocol works. I'll see you guys next time.